Welcome to Ready, Set, Go, broadcasting live from Blue Hill, West Virginia, the Voice of Praise Worship Center. Got Extreme Youth, or some of you guys, in the studio tonight. I'm Dr. Dave. Glad to have you along. Trying to do our little live broadcast here, or podcast, or whatever. You can catch us later in the week, later next week. Anyway, I got Lizzie.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Why did I just space on your name? Sierra. Aha! I have Sierra here too. Say hello. Glad to have you along. I hope you guys paid attention in class tonight.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Wonderful. Good. So anyway, how's your week been?
Fine. Good.
Excellent. Got a couple of people staring at us through the glass now. Do you want to be on the air? Do you want that microphone right there? No? Okay. All right. So, anyway, reach out to us on Twitter at EV Radio Talk. Again, Twitter at EV Radio Talk, or Facebook at Extreme Voice Radio. Facebook.com/Extreme Voice Radio. All right. So you're listening to Ready, Set, Go. I rounded two of you up. I'd really like to get three, but it just didn't happen. Bummer.
Sad face emoji.
Emojis. What about emojis? These teenagers are going to school me, I believe. All right. So anyway, tonight, what did you guys talk about in class? Let's just share that with everyone.
How Gideon was a hero.
Gideon. What do we know about Gideon? Besides the free Bible in your hotel. What do you know about Gideon?
He was... he came from, nobody, a family of nobodies. But he rose up to lead the Israelites to defeat a huge army with only 300 people.
How about that? Somebody did pay attention tonight. Excuse me. So, all right, so let's talk about Gideon. Gideon came into rule after... Who was ruling before Gideon? Don't feel bad if you don't know. That's a tough one. There was 40 years of peace under this person. A judge. A female judge.
Deborah.
Her name was Deborah. Yes. Ding. All right. All right. So, excellent. Anyway, so Gideon heard the voice of God audibly. Where was Gideon at when he heard the voice?
The place where they slashed the wheat in the ground.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot what the thingy's called.
Well, you're talking about a threshing floor, I think. But anyway, wine press, right?
Yeah,
wine
that
press.
thingy.
All right, so God sent a prophet to tell the Israelites, I delivered you, and I told you not to worship other gods, but you do not listen. And of course, I'm paraphrasing. So, an angel appears to Gideon, and he tells him the Lord's with him. And Gideon's like, what? Right? So, anyway, do y'all know the rest of the story?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. We'll start filling it in. You don't have to get it all perfect. We just want to hear.
So, Gideon tests God first in a couple ways, and he tells him, if you're really the angel of God, then he went into the house that he had and got bread, batter and meat, and put it on a rock and told the angel to set it alight or something like that. So the angel touched it with the tip of the staff that he had, and it went on fire.
I think you were paying better attention than I was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I seem to remember this.
I picked up on that, but...
That's cool. Now, one thing I thought was interesting is there's this term amongst us churchgoers called setting a fleece. Have you ever heard that term before today? No. No. Well, now you know where it comes from, even though you didn't know about setting a fleece. Gideon actually set a fleece out at the bottom of the wine press and said, hey, if the fleece is wet with dew tomorrow and the floor isn't, then I'll know I heard from you. And sure enough, that's what happened. And then he's like, let's try again. Let's do it the other way. Let's get the floor wet and the fleece dry. And that's what happened. So that's where that term comes from. Anyway, long story short, Give me a synopsis. What happened? What's the end? Gideon puts together an army.
God tells him it's too many.
Yeah, okay.
So he reduces his army like 3 times, and then he gets down to like 300 people.
Yeah. To go against like 15,000.
And they win.
They win.
Mostly them killing themselves, so.
They had the element of surprise, and I've heard a lot of different theories about when they bust the containers open. There's the light, and the light blinds them, and all this, that, and the other. But the bottom line is,
the containers make it sound like there's more people than there are.
Yeah, that and the like trumpets
down
and
in a valley, so they have to it echoes around. It's really loud. But
regardless, the reason Gideon's army won is because God was with them.
Yep.
That is it. All right, so that's what we were talking about tonight in youth, and then you had some wonderful fun activities, and it's February, folks, and we took them outside. This time of year here in our region, it's usually a lot of snow, a lot of ice, a lot of wind, very cold.
It was hot.
It was a balmy 68 degrees, and we were outside playing games.
And other places, people are getting in wrecks and dying from the snow. So.
Right. Well, it's region weather. It's interesting because today's high was 72 or something.
Usually we're
tomorrow night it's going to snow.
Well, maybe we'll get out of school.
No.
Maybe.
Well, tomorrow night is Saturday night, and it's not supposed to amount to anything. It's all going to be gone.
Maybe Monday.
Yeah, going to warm back up.
Monday night we'll get snow and get out of school.
It's going to be pre-spring again.
You do know that if we have snow days, then we have to go in March, right?
We have a couple of IS days first.
You guys have only missed, 1 day?
2.
And really, I didn't see the point then. Interesting.
It was because we were getting a 2-hour early out anyway, so they said, if we're going to delay it 2 hours, and then you're going to get out 2 hours early, you might as well just go home.
Yeah, it was kind of silly to go there.
We would have only been there for 3 hours.
It still would have been school, though.
True.
We could have gone to 5 minutes in each class.
Yeah, you know how it is. Trying to see if anybody out there was listening to us.
Probably not. None of them wanted to do the show.
Everybody's doing that thing everybody does now. They're looking at their phone.
Well, technically, 2 of them are playing Piggy Boom.
See? You're looking at their phone. They're doing the thumb thing. I know, this is radio. You can't see me, but I'm doing a thumb thing.
He's making his thumb go up and down slowly.
Yeah, one of these days get that webcam in here. Don't have fun. Which is what that thing is that you asked me about.
Oh, okay.
That's the idea there is to take a tablet and mount it to a tripod and put it on Facebook Live and point it at us and the pastor when he preaches and do video.
People can see.
I mean, we're already doing audio here on Extreme Voice Radio, but video.
People can see our faces.
Yeah,
just
some
have
people.
Faceless speakers.
Yeah, I mean, we could be doing this Facebook Live right now. We could. We should. I could. You're looking at me like that. Well, let's see. Maybe I can get that going. Alrighty. Well, anyway, so who won the game outside? And what was the game? Tell me about the game.
So there's a trash can. We all got in a big circle around the trash can.
Holding hands.
Holding hands, loving people. And we tried to pull each other into the trash can. And Yago won because he didn't hit the trash can.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Your phone just went off.
Somebody's making noise. That wasn't me. We're going to go live.
Somebody texted her from outside.
Yeah, that would be Zach.
All right. Extreme Voice Radio. It's Facebook.com/Extreme Voice Radio. We're about to go live. Ready, set, go live.
Exclamation point. Because you got to make it sound fun.
I did do an exclamation point. All right, I'm going to turn my camera around now because it's trying to look at me. Well, I started it in portrait mode. Dag on it. I hate it when that happens. All right, see? There she is.
Hi.
There she is. And there's Lizzie.
Hi.
There's Lizzie. They're trying to build an audience for us. That's what Facebook says. Trying to build an audience.
How can we build an audience when we don't even have an audience in here?
You know what I'm going to do?
We can barely round up 2 people.
I'm finishing the broadcast because I want to do it in landscape. All right, we're going to delete that one. We're going to try again. Bear with us while we get this down. All right. Turn it sideways. Go live. Flip. Ready. Set. Go. Live. All right. Like I said, if you want to see us, if you want to see the studio, now's your chance. Facebook.com/Extreme Voice Radio. And it is 3, 2, 1. We're live, and I got you both in the shot now. All right, smile and wave. Here we go. Wonderful. Good deal. Okay, so there's our glass. You can see other people out there playing on their phones. Here's our console.
The thumb thingy
yeah.
now.
Oh, I can do the thumb thingy now. Yeah, people playing on their phones, doing the yeah, okay. So, there's the control board. Well, anyway, so we'll just look at you two. All right, so
let's have to come to the window so we can show them who's been interrupting us.
Right, and see that ding. See, that's what it is. It's her texting right there. All right. So, here.
I just dropped my pen. I'm gonna go get that.
Okay. It says, keep going. We're telling your followers to join your video. Yeah. The problem is our followers might not even be following this page. Anyway.
Well, I'm a follower, so right now it's probably giving me a notification.
There we go.
Not me.
There. It was hard to get y'all's faces in the thing, so we got it now. All right. So, wonderful.
With our first game, I decorated my knee brace in sparkly tape.
Wonderful.
Because we had to make a superhero. She gave us sparkly tape.
I understand.
Toilet paper, sparkly tape, and
there's that.
Something else.
All right, so we
The
got him on
interrupter.
there.
Yes, the interrupter of all
I know what you're
things.
thinking. You're thinking, this is radio. I can't see them, Dave. Yes, you can. Facebook.com/Extreme Voice Radio. And if you're listening to the podcast later, you're not listening live, then, go to our Facebook page and look it up, because I'm sure it'll still be there. At least we can hope. Yes. So, anyway, shiny new studio that a lot of people have been asking about. Still needs a little work, but it's...
on the air sound.
Yeah.
What's the fuzzy thinkies for again? You told me before.
Acoustics. So the sound doesn't bounce around.
Okay.
Yeah, makes it sound nicer. We actually need more of them.
And sound.
You got one that fell off.
Yes, that one fell. The glue. I didn't have enough glue to finish it.
You should have seen it whenever he just used duct tape. They all
fell off. Well, it wasn't duct tape, but it was double-sided tape. Somebody said it was a good idea, but...
No. Somebody was trying to be cheap.
Yeah, well...
You get cheap responses when you use cheap stuff.
Yeah, it was what I had. It didn't bother me to go buy glue. In fact, we have another tube of it here somewhere.
Probably over there.
It's under the table.
We need to clean the on-air thingy because it's got fingerprints.
Yeah, that's when I was spraying the wall with the glue stuff to stick the adhesive, and it accidentally got on the acrylic, and yeah, that ain't coming off. We'll have to get another sign or something.
That sounds sucky.
Yes, but oh well. Yeah, and that one, I brushed against that one on the way in today. So anyway, you guys played another game. We split you guys up into 3 groups, and y'all had to do something.
Superhero costumes out of toilet paper, duct tape, and trash bag.
Yeah, that was the third item.
And you had to make superheroes.
Yeah, I was the superhero.
Costume.
Dress them up.
I got duct tape stuck in my hair and it hurt.
Oh, looks like we have someone watching.
Ask them to comment so that we know who they are.
Congratulations, this is your most watched live video yet. 1 viewer. Excellent.
Well, that one's going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. They can come back and watch the video later or something.
You should ask them who they are.
They're gone.
Oh, well, we lost our 1 viewer.
Oh, we got one back.
Okay. Who is it?
I don't know. I wonder if it'll tell me. Will it tell me?
It should.
You'll see viewers here when they join your video. Well, it's not telling me who it is. Oh, well.
Can you get on your Facebook and see?
Probably.
I left my phone out there, so... I just dropped the pen again.
That's okay. It'll be fine.
It's too far away.
It will be fine. So
We'll have 2 viewers if she goes on there to see.
did either one of you guys sign up for talent?
No.
I was supposed to, but never did.
Well, that's a bummer.
Me and Kim talked about it, but we kind of just like, whatever.
Aw. You guys going, though? Gonna watch your...
I don't know. Who signed up?
Yeah, who all did sign up?
I think Kobe did.
Kobe,
I know Marissa did.
Marissa, Kobe, Donna, Bree.
Me and Kim were talking about signing up under ventriloquist, and then she could dress up as a ventriloquist doll and sit on my knee. And we could do like the water drinking thingy.
That would be good.
And she's tiny enough to sit on my knee and pass off as a ventriloquist doll. Just put the lines on her thing that makes it look like a ventriloquist doll.
Well, I see Lizzie found our page.
Yeah. I did.
Now we have 2 viewers. Are you watching yourself?
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
You can show her.
Who else is viewing? That's not exactly live.
It's probably
lagging.
It's probably delayed. Well, you got to think. She's probably on the Wi-Fi. I'm on the Wi-Fi. The radio's going through the same internet connection.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
And then Marissa's in there. She's on the Wi-Fi using my phone to look up piano chords.
Everybody and their uncle's using our connection here. Hopefully the radio's not suffering.
Huh?
Anyway.
Where's her phone?
Hers wouldn't connect fast enough.
Of course.
So she used mine.
Clonk.
I just dropped this thingy, the tablet holder.
Okay. All right.
Now you can see what he was talking about.
that thing.
That thingy.
Tripod.
It says graffiti.
Yeah, I don't know. Some brand. Nice tool, though. But now I got to get a tripod. But those are...
That's not how you spell noodle. Okay. I spelled it Nootle.
Yes, brands are interesting. So, in case you're wondering, this is... if you're watching the Facebook page, the Facebook video, or you're listening for the first time, it's Ready, Set, Go. It's the Extreme Youth
I think they're playing
podcast.
flashlight tag out there.
They probably are.
I keep seeing people passing the steps.
You guys can join them in a minute. So if you're wondering why we're rambling, that's why. Because this is a show that we just get in here and ramble. So fortunately, we don't subject you to it for very long.
Only for the first
Hey, Stacy, wave at us. There she is.
For the first few minutes, we actually talk about the lesson, and then we just kind of ramble on.
Yeah, or whatever happens. Sometimes we have some really cool stuff to say.
Well, the last time I did this, the room was completely full.
Yes, normally we have a lot more people in here. I think everybody has spring fever with all this exceptional warm weather.
Like, we had to bring an extra chair in here for me to sit in.
You want to know what
hook up other mics.
When the last time I done this was?
A long time ago.
When I was 13.
In a garlic.
It spins.
Far away.
Which was like, I don't know, 7 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a little while.
Well, I was 13 last year, so. I'm young.
Indeed. And I'm old. We won't talk about that, though. We won't talk about that.
Well, I can probably do just as much as you, because I sprained my ankle by standing up, literally.
Yeah, not cool.
I have a weak tendon, and it just kind of sprained my ankle. Like, okay, I stood up, and it sprained my ankle. But it's fine.
Well, good. We'll keep praying for you. You'll get healed up. It'll be marvelous. All right, before I end this video, we'll keep talking here for at least 10 more minutes, but I'm going to have to end the video here pretty soon. I'm going to sweep the studio again. There's Frankie. Hi, Frankie. Okay, he's waving at us through the glass.
That's my dad.
Here's the wonderful microphone I'm using and the controls, all of the controls. Yes, all right. All right. You guys wave goodbye to the video. I'm going to end it. And it is ending live video. And we'll just keep talking now. We got about 11 minutes left.
You know what we should do?
What's that?
We should do what we used to do.
What's that?
Where we would have assigned days where we would have to make up a topic.
Oh, yeah. And let you guys host. I think that's a wonderful idea.
Yeah.
I think that's a wonderful
idea. Let's make a topic now.
Well, go ahead. You got 10 minutes.
You want to ramble about gummy bears? That's the first thing that comes to mind.
Gummy bears.
Not really that kind of topic. Something from the Bible.
World hunger or something from the Bible.
Ooh.
Or some,
you can get on
good stuff.
freerice.com and answer questions and stuff, like easy, like 5th grade questions. And it gives, like, bowls of rice to kids who need it.
Oh, that's neat.
If you answer the questions right, you get your bowl filled, and it tells you how many bowls of rice you just did.
All right, so where does this happen at?
freerice.com.
freerice.com. So there you go. We'll plug
It's
that.
like grammar questions. If you do, like, math, it's like addition and subtraction. Easy stuff.
Okay, well, that works.
And it tells you the correct answer if you get it wrong. If you get it wrong, then it brings it past again, and you can click the right answer.
Excellent.
Well,
So, since we got you on here, and Lizzie just now liked our page, you guys ever listen to EV Radio through the week at all? Anybody? It's okay. You can be honest and say no.
no.
Okay, doesn't hurt my feelings. But because you don't, I'm going to tell you a little bit about EV Radio and what happens. There's a lot of music.
I got my grandmother to listen to
Did
it.
you? Now that's interesting because sometimes grandmas listen and they don't like it because we play sometimes there's some metal, but other times there's some, pretty mellow stuff.
My grandmother said that she liked it.
Well, that's very
She used to
cool.
listen to, like, Jack Johnson and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, it's an interesting mix of, genres that we have happening most of the time. Now, there's a few special programs. We have some syndication going on. Sundays at 7 and 7, the 7s, okay, 7 a.m., 7 p.m. on Sunday, we play Christian Music Rewind. It's a new release today program where we play Christian music from, a few decades ago. Probably the stuff that was out when I was growing up, all right?
777.
It also airs Wednesday nights.
Jesus Christ, yo.
Yeah, it also airs Wednesday nights at 7. Okay, so Sundays at 7 a.m., 7 p.m., and Wednesday nights at 7. 9 o'clock on Friday nights and Saturday at noon. So what that means is as soon as we finish the show tonight, Friday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for our world listeners, and Saturday at noon Eastern Standard Time is The Reconstruction. Do you like dance music? Techno? That's what that is.
I don't even know what that is.
Well, great. Starting here in 8 minutes, you can listen to The Reconstruction. All right? Okay, and then
The
daily...
stuff that you can just, like, dance to, and it's, like, a beat.
And then...
It's, like, something that I work out to, because it's a beat.
Yeah, well, people that go clubbing, they like play the music and it's dance music, and they keep it going. Like, so when they go from one song to the next, the beat never stops. It just segues smoothly, and it keeps going and going.
It's like you see, like, a movie or something, it's got a club in it, it's got all that upbeat music.
But, of course, ours is, properly biblically sanitized or whatever. And, Monday through Friday around 12:15 daily, you have the News Minute, 1 minute of Christian music news. And that all happens right here on Extreme Voice Radio. Now, what about this program? You're in here. You're doing the program. How are you going to listen? Have no fear.
I have the link on my
That's right. We have a podcast. This will come out in the podcast channel. The podcast can be found on our website, vopwc.org. Or evradio.org has a link that'll take you to it. Or you can load our app. You can search Voice of Praise Worship Center in your Apple or Android App Store. Load our app. If you do that, that's the best, because in the app, there's a link to listen to EV Radio Live. There's also all the podcasts, and when a new one comes out, you get a notification. Hey, you can listen to yourself now.
You can listen to the last one I did whenever we tried to make everything biblical.
Yep, it's all there.
We made elephants biblical.
Yep.
We said we could read a Bible on an elephant and be biblical.
You could, but that's strange.
No
Like,
sense.
we had a full thing, and he told us to only talk about Bible stuff, so we were trying to find ways to make non-Bible stuff Bible stuff.
Trying to steer them right. Well, anyway, have you guys did you ever get to do a game show? Mm-hmm. Sometimes we'll do a game show. We'll just come in here and we'll do game shows, and everybody will
step right up. You've just won this prize.
Yeah, we'll do kind of like a round robin thing. We'll ask you a question. If you get it right, we play the ding. If you get it wrong, we play the and then you get a point or not, depending on your answer. And then whoever wins at the end wins. Right? It's pretty cool. I'm going to drink water now. Somebody say something.
Hi.
He's done drinking water now.
Okay. Had to hit the mute button.
Crickets.
Yeah, all my sound effects disappeared.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, there's some here, but they're not the ones I had. Like, there's one called chicken.
What?
See? And
Isn't that a rooster?
where did that come from? Yeah, it is a rooster.
That's not a chicken. That's a rooster.
Well, a rooster is a chicken.
That wasn't me.
And then there's... I mean, yeah. What happened to R2-D2 and
I know.
And the Jeopardy
crickets
and crickets.
yes, they're gone, and now I got things like boing and applause.
Applause.
Yeah, that. And
Boing.
what is that? Or yeah, creak.
Like a door creak. Like if we're telling a spooky story, you can play that.
Something that we've never done.
Like if you tell a story about where I forget the names of people, but I know the stories. Like the guy was in a cave and the king dude was standing outside the cave and he was crawling up to the king dude ready to kill him, but he just cuts off a piece of his robe and then crawls back into the cave, and the dude that's with him was like, why'd you just cut the robe off? Why didn't you kill this dude? Because he's a very bad dude.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then the girl screamed. What?
No.
Okay, well, okay.
I don't remember biblical names, but I remember the stories.
Oh, that was a biblical story.
Yes!
Excuse me.
Yeah, Dave.
Like, because whenever he went back, he said, why did you cut off the guy's robe? Why didn't you just kill him? Because he's a really bad dude. And he was trying to kill him first. So he said, well, it was the godly thing to do. So I didn't kill him. I just cut his robe to show that I could beat him if I wanted to.
Wait, I remember that. Hold on, I'm thinking.
Yeah, see, and I don't have the Jeopardy sound effect. I can't.
You can hum
You
it.
technically just did it.
Yeah. Yeah, I have all these cartoon things. Cartoon 2.
We played Jeopardy in my World Studies class because she added the questions from that week's lesson. We do it for a test review.
Well, are you guys good at Bible trivia? Because you know how we have the talent competition? We also have Bible quiz. If anyone's interested in that, we should get a team.
If it has anything to do with names, I'm like awful with names.
Yeah, but you can prepare.
We should do that.
Do you really want to do that? Be on stage with a buzzer?
I'd totally do that.
Ring in and get it right and then
I'd
win?
press the buzzer even if I didn't know the answer.
I bet you would.
I'd be like, smack the buzzer. What's your answer? I don't know.
That does not surprise me. That does not surprise me.
At our school, we have,
Expert?
no, it's like that, but it's like with everything. It's something about the bowl or whatever.
Quiz bowl.
No, I don't know. I
Mental
can't
bowl?
remember.
Whenever I was younger, we had this thing called Expert.
Expert.
It had like eggs, and it was colored eggs, and you press the eggs if you knew the answer, and it would light up on the board, and you answered the question for your team.
I have to look that one up. We have like a pile of games, and I'm wondering if it's in there. It might be. You never know.
It's like colorful eggs. You just click the egg if you know the answer.
Well, that sounds interesting. You should bring it. Maybe we'll play it on the
I
air.
don't have it.
Oh,
it
you
was
don't
at
have it.
school.
We'll have to find something like it. We could do it right here on the air.
For
Cool,
the
huh?
for the game show thing, we used to do that.
Yeah.
Instead of going like round robin, just click the answer.
Yeah, exactly. So you've been listening to Ready, Set, Go on Extreme Voice Radio and the podcast channel.
Exactly.
Broadcast brought to you by Voice of Praise Worship
very
Center Youth
funny.
Group. That would be Extreme Youth. Sierra, tell everybody bye.
Bye.
Lizzie.
Bye.
I'm Dr. Dave. Before we take off, just keep it tuned here in less than a minute. We got the reconstruction. So you guys keep your headphones on when we go off the air so you can hear this, okay? All right, that's coming up here in just less than a minute.
Beatbox, I would.
Check out our podcast at VOPWC.org. That stands for Voice of Praise Worship Center. Again, it's VOPWC.org. Thanks for joining us on EVRadio.org. I'm not sure when we'll be back on, but we'll catch you next time right here on Extreme Voice Radio. Catch you later.
Exactly.